Good afternoon, everybody. We will begin in a couple of minutes. Okay, so let's start this session. Good afternoon and welcome all of you. Before discussing anything further regarding market sector stock, this is the most important disclaimer from our side that whatever we are going to discuss in this webinar should not be considered as a buy or sell recommendation, and all information which are going to discuss is only for educational purpose and should not be considered as either form of investment. And last one, that we are team of analysts. We are not having any direct exposure in any particular stock or counter that we are going to discuss during this webinar with Bazar Charcha. Okay, so let's move on as per current market condition, as per O'Neill methodology of market direction. And as per O'Neill methodology of market direction, if I exclude reality, IT, and energy and auto, so stock market is in rally mode. Nifty Sensex both are in rally. Mid cap, small cap in rally. Pharma is in rally. That is different thing, but it is not working out. That is a different ballgame. But financials are really doing good. FMCG stocks are really doing good. Auto stocks are really doing good, but after a rally from almost 12,800, 12,500 to 13,300, 400, now it is showing some profit booking activity. But still, there are a lot of pockets or a lot of stocks in auto stocks which are really doing good that we are going to discuss in this session. And on the okay. So we are and another thing is that we are going to, from today onward only, that we are going to cover one more thing, that there was a request from people that please start sharing strong sector as well as strong stocks belongs to that particular sector or pertaining to that particular sector. So from today we will share a few sectors that which are really, even though we do it actually during discussion, but we are from today onwards, from this Bazar Pe Charcha, we will give a summarized way of that particular sectors which are really looking good and stocks pertaining to that actually. So IT still, if I talk about market first, Nifty 50. So if you remember your last Bazar pe Charcha, so I have clearly mentioned that upside potential is very limited. And even same thing we have mentioned in our previous weeks and months reports as well as. So that it is, I'm not expecting that market will go beyond, far beyond 18,000. And in last Bazar pe Charcha, I have my clear statement was that 18,000, 18,100, 200 maximum, and 18,500 around level of in downside. So most probably sideways kind of range I was expected in last Bazar pe Charcha, and more or less, or I can say 90-95% market behaved in that manner only. Market took resistance around 18,100, fell below 15,500 during intraday, but it closed above 15,500. Sorry, 17,500. Sorry, and now it is ranging in between that. So let's move on technical. This is the summary, but we will take after a few minutes. First, I will discuss sectors and index, and then we will go over there. So see, if I talk about Nifty 50, so Nifty 50 today once again is I think on Monday after gap down opening it has breached 21 EMA, and today once again it has breached and closed below 21 EMA technically. If I talk about structure wise, so I can say that if I draw a trend line, let me move on this another chart format, so that would be more clear. Yes, this particular. So I have drawn a trend line connecting the high, all-time high that was made in October 21. So I have connected all this top level, and there is a downward sloping trend line, this blue color trend line. And from the last 1 month, almost 1 month, market is hovering around this trend line. Market tried to attempt breakout about this, but because of fundamental reasons, because of macroeconomic situations, it failed to sustain about that. And same we have expected in various of reports as well as in this webinar. And once again, today it has closed around that level. Another thing is that on daily chart, this is a trend line connecting this low of 15,200 upward sloping trend line, this red color line. And why so earlier this is the congestion area on the basis of last 1.5 year data, daily data. There is a horizontal support zone, and earlier in the month of June it has breached, but it failed to hold below. And another one in next hour, I can say in next few days only, it has recovered from that. And now it has breached that upward sloping trend line here I have drawn in red color, and now it is trending below that. Another thing is that RSI, see, I have drawn a red color trend line on RSI pen here. So here it took multiple resistance here, that was top was made and fall happened. Here resistance, and after fall happened, here resistance after fall happened. And here it has crossed, and there was a very good rally of all more than 10%. And once again it has breached, and this time once again it took resistance at that red color this trend line on RSI. And MACD is also showing negative crossover, even though it is trending above central line or zero line. But yes, I can say that the slope is negative, it is in downward sloping and with negative crossover. So technicals are not looking that much promising. If I do further analysis, multi-time frame analysis on high time frame chart like weekly chart, monthly chart, so same kinds of vibes I'm getting from there also. On weekly and monthly chart, there is some a double top kind of formation on monthly chart and daily chart. Momentum is not looking that much attractive on monthly chart as well as on weekly chart. Weekly chart clearly indicates sideways kind of momentum, and monthly chart as well. Okay. So after considering all these technical factors and all, I can say that and not only all these technical factors, after considering this macro data, after considering this fundamental data, like the way situations are arising across the globe, not only in India, across the globe, be it European countries or American countries or Asian countries. So everywhere there is a major problem of inflation. Then now all central banks turned very hawkish regarding this interest rate, took up the inflation. And yesterday night only, there was a statement given by Fed Chairman Jerome Powell that he has clearly mentioned that he is less concerned about growth, he is more concerned about inflation. So he will not hesitate to increase more. He will not hesitate to hike more rates in coming quarters. So that is why, even though I am not that much, I am not an economist, but after doing a lot of activities in market, even I am also now guessing that there would be another at least 2 times rate hike, two times, or I can say that 25 basis point, or sorry, 1% to 1.5% raise hike maybe happen from US Fed also in coming few months or few quarters. So rate hike is still there, another 1.5%. It may happen, in my opinion. Another thing is RBI, our Indian economy. So Indian economy is showing some resilience in this current economic scenario. But obviously, if whole world is going to impact because of all this inflation, war-like situation, or geopolitical tensions, then India will also going to impact actually. But yes, Indian monetary system is follows little bit conservative system. So I can say that India is in better place compared to that. But yes, if market over globe will not perform, then India will also not do not will show that strong bullish trend, but it will show resilience. Like if I talk about the current juncture, so if you see the performance of last 6 month performance of US market and Indian last 3 month or 6 month performance of US market and Indian market. So Indian market almost reached to 18,100 level to new high toward beyond 18,000, very much near to, it was very much near to 18,600. But if you see US market, any Dow or Nasdaq, so it is not showing that much that kind of signs. Even European market like FTSE and other DAX is not showing that kind of sign. So I can say that we are better placed. India is better placed. Nifty, Sensex are better placed. But yes, if whole scenario will change, so it is going to impact as well. So on the basis of all these factors, I have drawn a conclusion that from if I talk about next 6 month point of view, at least that is this calendar year, I would say, or till March end, I can say there would not be any or not March, but February, let's say, because in February 23 there will be budget and everything. So then budget rally will start from January. So let's take till December only. So 4-5 months, or I can say 1 to 2 quarter. I'm not expecting that much or gain in Nifty. Or most probably index will remain traded in sideways only, and sideways range is 18,000 plus minus 200, 18,000 in upside, and meanwhile it shows that 16,900 in downside. But if certain negativity will arise in market, so it may reach that 17,000, 16,900 levels as well. But broadly, I can say, if I would conclude my statement, the market will remain traded in sideways. Okay, Nifty 50. But yes, there are a lot of sectors, there are a lot of stocks which are really doing good in current market scenario, like financials, banking is really outperforming to market. Bank Nifty has touched to previous all-time high 42,010 in last 2-3 months. It really did well. Then other sectors, auto is really doing good. We are very much bullish on auto sector because of this pent-up demand and chip issue sorting problems are now sorted now. So after considering all this, then festive season is also there, so there is more demand from consumers in auto sector. So after considering all these factors, I can say auto is continuously outperforming from the past few months, and now it may remain in the outperforming situation in coming months as well. Then another sector is like this FMCG. Yes, FMCG. The FMCG is also showing very good resilience in current scenario. So all these sectors are looking good. So on the basis of that only, from today onward, actually, on the request of various people, that we are going to give you list actually. This list is not a recommendation. Just let me give you a disclaimer from our side. It is just a snapshot of sector which are really doing good in current market scenario, and which are the various stocks out of that particular basket that which are really doing good. So if I talk about Nifty, FMCG, so Hindustan Unilever, disclaimer that today only we have added in our swing trading portfolio Hindustan Unilever. Britannia, ITCS is consistently forming high top high bottom formation, and now it has reached to almost 350 level, I can say. Marico, United Breweries, McDowell, that is United Spirits, and this VBL. So VBL, Varun Beverages, all these stocks are really looking very good, very well placed. So all these stocks are clear cut in uptrend along with positive momentum, trending above all key moving averages. All these stocks are looking good. Once again, I would like to say that this is not a recommendation. We are just trying to give you a glimpse of this all sectoral information and which are the stocks which are looking really good out of this particular basket. Same way in auto, if I would say Maruti, Mahindra and Mahindra, Hero Motors, Ashok Leyland, Eicher Motor, Craftsman Automation, and Bharat Forge are really looking good from this auto sector. If I talk about BFSI, that is banking, financial, and insurance, so lists are quite exhaustive. But we have concluded, we have mentioned few stocks like we are in front of you, and AB Capital from AU Bank, Axis Bank. If I talk about all these lists are there, if I talk about my personal choice, then in current scenario, AU Bank is really looking quite attractive. If I talk about AB Capital, Aditya Birla Capital, so once it will cross and close above 125. Currently, I think if I'm not wrong, it is trending around 115. So once it will cross 125 level and it will close above 125 on monthly closing basis, then fresh breakout will happen in the Aditya Birla. So all these stocks are really looking good. But at current juncture, I would like what I likes out of this basket. So I can say that AU Bank is really looking attractive. Axis Bank is looking attractive. Bajaj Twins are looking really good actually. In PSU, SBI and Bank of Baroda is looking good. Canara Bank is also showing resilience. IDFC First Bank, ICICI Bank, all these stocks are really looking good and showing strength in current market scenario. So that's what I'm saying. See, BFSI is a major sector. If I talk in today also, if I talk about weightage of Nifty, weightage of bank Nifty in Nifty 50, so it has weightage of almost 35% around. Points percentage here and there. Just if I ignore it, then around it has weightage of 35%. Auto is another job creating sector as well as a major sector in economy. So that is also in another major sector is in this FMCG. So all these sectors are doing good. But at the same time, other major sectors like energy is not looking that much promising in current scenario. IT, technology, that is not looking that much promising in current scenario. So all these sectors are not. That's why I am saying that our index is showing the mixed picture of everything, and that is why I am expecting it will not go anywhere. It will not go that much in upside. It will not go downside as well. So I can say that in next 6 months or till December, most probably it will remain traded in sideways only. Range may change here and there. Like if I talk about this month perspective, so my range is 18,000 in upside and around 17,000 to 16,900 kind of levels in downside. But at the same time, it to go towards 17,000, it must breach and close below 17,500. Once it will breach and close below it will give close below 17,500. Then only we will say that now it is ready to move towards 17,300 and then 17,000 and 16,900. But today there it has not closed below that level. So we need confirmation from index wise that is to close below that level. But most probably it looks like that it will remain traded in sideways. Okay. Another sector, major sectors, if I talk about Nifty Bank, so I have already mentioned and shared with you that it is in clear cut uptrend. But now from now onward, actually, I am expecting some sideways kind of move. It will remain traded in sideways only. But yes, relative basis it will outperform. It is consistently outperforming from the last 3.5 months, and relative basis it may remain in outperforming space. And further, I would like to say that once it will cross level of 42,000 now, I would say that it will give fresh breakout, and in such case 45,000 levels cannot be denied. Okay, but at the same time, if I talk about next immediate 1 week or 2 week point of view, today there is no sign that it will cross and give breakout above 42,000, 48, 41,800, 42,000. But yes, it may give because strength are there. So if strength is there, so obviously it may give. So probability is there that it may give breakout. But overall space is looking good. Even if I do component analysis, so except major component in banking, so except Kotak and HDFC Bank, all banking like Axis Bank, ICICI Bank are really looking good. SBI is looking good. Bank of Baroda is looking good. So all this structure is showing some positivity. So let's see how it will, whether it will give breakout in next couple of weeks or not. But it is a attractive space. Technically, it is trading above all key moving averages. Momentum on the daily and weekly chart, I can say that excellent actually, and trending in this bullish trajectory. So momentum is also strong. Weekly MACD is strong. This another indicators are showing various signs. So I can say that it is good, but for time being, it may enter into sideways actually. But once it will give breakout over 42,000, so I can say that one can consider that fresh breakout in banking space. Another, if I talk about Nifty reality, Nifty reality. 1 minute, let me know. Okay, so this is the chart of Nifty reality. So you see here, this particular area, there was a double bottom formation happened, and there was a breakout around 410, 415, and after that, up from 410 to almost 490, 480, 490 kind of rally happened. Almost 20%, 17 to 18% rally happened in this index. And now it is showing some profit booking, or I can say that correction in this reality space. Now, if I talk about level point of view, so see now on weekly chart there is some deterioration in momentum. On monthly on weekly on daily chart, on weekly chart as well, it is not showing that much good sign actually. So most probably, in my opinion, it will not go in upside from here, but most probably it will remain traded in sideways only, and range is 425 kind of levels in downside. Even same thing we have mentioned in our monthly report that we have published in, I think, last to last week, that what is the range. So range, I have clearly mentioned that the upside was very limited, but downside, once it will grow certain level, I think I have mentioned in that 460 level, that once it will reach 460 level, then 425, 430 levels cannot be denied. So now it has breached. There is a bearish candlestick formation on weekly chart. So after considering all, momentum is not looking that much promising on weekly chart. So after considering all these things, I can say that it will remain traded sideways only. Okay, range is that it may slip toward 430 kind of levels in downside, and upside is very limited. I'm expecting, suppose something positivity will happen, then upside is max to max 474, 75 only, or 481, not beyond that. So at least is this one point of view. And if I talk about various macro point of view, so not looking attractive, because interest rate is rising, which is quite negative for housing finance companies, which is quite negative for loan, the people who want to take loan and everything. So this is the not right time that credit growth and everything, especially in housing finance, the sale, it may impact sales also. So all these things that maybe, so all these things may impact this sector, and as well as stock prices. So I'm not looking so to me, at least, it is not looking that much attractive timing. Another sector, if I talk about, is that let's talk another sector, Nifty metal. Okay, so Nifty metal. So see, Nifty metal also, it has formed bottom around 4400, 4500 level, and there was a sharp rally happened. And same we have expected even in last reports also. Once it has crossed 6,000 level, in that I have mentioned 6200, 6400 kind of level, and it gained towards 6300, and after that, from the last 4 or 5 trading session, it is showing some negativity, I can say, or profit booking, I would say. And major problem is now, if I do the component analysis, so Tata Steel, that is to me, meanwhile, Tata Steel is not looking that much attractive. And this weekly chart also, analysis of weekly chart also indicates that whatever happened in the last 3 months, past 3 months, that was just a corrective rally from downside, and most probably now this particular sector also enter into sideways market. So sideways means that it is not going to give fresh breakout from here in next couple of months, but most probably it will remain traded with sideways with 2 negative bias. So if I say, or if I talk about levels point of view, So levels point of view is that in downside, obviously 6,000 is a psychological mark. If it is still holding above 6,000, but breaching below 6,000, I can say that 57, 56,000, 5,600, 5,700, 5,700 or 5,600 levels can be achievable in downside. Okay, so it is also not looking that much promising to me at current juncture. Most probably it will remain traded in sideways. And one more thing is that upside is, to me at least at current juncture, upside looks like very limited. Okay, now I have discussed I think Nifty, Bank Nifty, metal and realty. Now I am handing over this session to Rai, my colleague. He will discuss few.
Thank you so much, Pawan. So I would be talking about Nifty IT, then Nifty Auto and Nifty FMCG. So in Nifty IT, as we have mentioned in our weekly report and even in our monthly report, actually, that the index is actually trading with negative bias and it is actually underperforming across the Indian sectoral, whatever we have. And we can also see that the index is actually falling, and recently the index has actually tried to reclaim its 100 DMA, but after 100 DMA, the index has actually failed to retain that, and then index is falling from that level. So if you look at the chart of the Nifty IT index, the index is actually in the mode of deterioration. If you look at the chart of the Nifty 50, Nifty IT, the index is on the mode of deterioration and it is falling actually. At the same time, if you look at the stock specific in this particular Nifty IT, like the most of the leading stock, if you shortlist with the market cap, like the TCS, Infi, HCL Technology, and Wipro, all these stocks, if you look at the chart, just I will show it within 1 minute. I will not take much of the time. All those stocks are actually falling, and which is actually trying to bring the index down. So this is the chart of Nifty. This is the chart of TCS. If you look at the chart itself, that the TCS is actually in the falling mode. If you look at Infi, which is the major component of Nifty IT, this also is actually falling, and it is actually trading with the negative bias as well. So actually the internet is slow, so because of that the chart is being late. And at the same time, if you look at the HCL, then again HCL, I have just shortlisted 3 major stocks from the IT sector itself, and we can see the complete scenario in IT. So we have also mentioned the same thing. Even Pawan has been mentioning this regarding IT from a long time, that I remember when he has told that the major awaiting correction is there in IT, and he has already predicted long back here, somewhere in the month of this date, like January itself, I think. Yeah, January he has told that, and from that onwards the index has been falling and deteriorating. So overall, our sentiment and our bias is negative in Nifty IT, and we would actually recommend not to go long in this particular index. So when the main point is when we can try to make the positions in the Nifty IT. So according to me, like when the index is trying to bounce back from here, and if the index is trying to make the base from here, okay, so after some times, if you look at the chart on a daily basis, and if we are tracking it, so if the index is trying to reclaim its some of the moving averages, like that 100 DMA, which is placed around 28,630, and the very important thing is reclaiming and holding above that. If it is doing like this, then slowly and gradually we can make some position in some of the IT stocks. But as of now, we would recommend not to take the position in IT sector. So this is about Nifty IT. Now next one is Nifty Auto. Nifty Auto. So looking at the chart itself, if you can see that after making the low at 9,226, and in the month of March 2022, the index has actually trending in upward sloping channel from here, and the index has been trying to make each time higher lows. That's one second. Each time index is trying to make higher lows and it is actually moving upside. If you look at the chart, then we can see that the index is actually trending with bullish momentum and it is trending above its all key moving averages as well. There is no sign of weakness in Nifty Auto, but recently the index is facing resistance towards 13,380, or we can say that 13,400. So in this zone, there is actually some sort of resistance. And once this resistance is surpassed, then we can again expect fresh breakout in this particular sector as well. And as he has already mentioned, like some of the leading stocks of this, like Nifty Auto is Maruti, M&M, TVS Motors, Ashok Leyland, Eicher Motors, Craftsman, Bharat Forge. All these stocks are actually doing good. All those stocks are actually trending in the bullish momentum, and there is no sign of weakness as well in this particular stocks from this particular sector as of now. So our stance in Nifty Auto is positive. Now I would be talking about Nifty FMCG. So Nifty FMCG, Nifty FMCG is also trending with the bullish momentum. It is trending above its all key moving averages after hitting its recent low. If we can see here on June 17, and it has hit at 36,024. After that, we can see that there has been a trend reversal where the index has actually reclaimed its 100 EMA from here, if you can see. And from then onwards, it has been rising upside. And as of now, there is no sign of weakness, and it is actually completely bullish momentum. It is trending with the bullish trajectory trajectory as well. So in that particular sector, like Nifty FMCG, also we have shortlisted some of the stocks like Hindustan Unilever, Britannia, ITC, Marico, UBL, and then VBL. Yeah. So all these stocks are actually doing good, and all these stocks are actually major component also in Nifty FMCG, and they are helping the index to move upside. So this is all from my side for Nifty IT, FMCG, and Nifty Auto. So I would like the Pound to join again for the remaining sector that has been left.
Okay, can you show Nifty Energy Index?
Yeah, sure.
So if I talk about Nifty Energy, so see, overall trend is positive, no doubt, but yes, it is facing some resistance around 28,200 kind of range, I can say.
Yeah.
So it is facing resistance in that particular range, and it tried to cross that range couple of times, but it failed. And now momentum are deteriorating on weekly and daily chart both. So that is why I can say that unless and until it will not cross once again. And same thing I have mentioned in last Bazar pe Charcha as well. That once it will cross 28,200, then I can say that fresh bull trend will start in this. But unfortunately, it tried to attempt in last week, but it failed once again. And same thing I would like to reiterate here as well today as well, that unless and until it is trading below 28,200, it will remain traded in sideways only, and some profit booking may happen in this, or some correction also may happen. So this is the thing in this. Most probably it looks like it is not looking that much negative, but yes, it may fall further from here another 1,000 points. So I can say that 4% correction may happen from here in next couple of weeks or in this particular month. So looking sideways, 3-4% down from here may happen with some negative bias. Okay. Another is Rahi, which is pending. Nifty Pharma. Pharma.
Nifty Pharma. Okay.
So as per O'Neill methodology, it is in clear cut in up rally, confirmed uptrend. But if you see movement in this particular index, that is Pharma index, is not that much promising. First thing. Another thing is in last 15, 16 months, 15 months, 1 year, 1.5 years, it remained traded in with negative bias only, and it was traded as a laggard in overall market direction. So I can say that technically here still there is no sign of that it will give breakout. But yes, as per O'Neill methodology, it is showing. So maybe it will it may sooner or later it will give, it may give breakout. But levels point of view, if I talk about levels point of view, to give breakout, level is 13,000, 13,100. And same thing, I think, if I'm not wrong, I have mentioned in last webinar also, that okay, once it will cross 13,000, 13,100, 200 level, then we would say that okay, valid breakout in this, otherwise it will be traded inside it. Downwards, the current juncture, downward support is 12,300. Currently it is placed around 12,600. So downside support is 12,200, 300. Falling below that, clearly it will enter into sideways with negative bias, or some more correction may happen in this, but not major correction obviously at current juncture. But once it will give breakout about 13,000, 13,200 level, I can say that it will give fresh breakout. So most probably, meanwhile, it looks like in sideways only. Just keep watching level of 12,200, 300 in downside, and 13,100 or 200 in upside. Above that level, I can say 13,000, 13,100 level, it may give fresh breakout on daily chart as well as on weekly chart. Meanwhile, there is no sign that it will give breakout, because momentum is also trending in sideways only. MACD is not looking at that much attractive. Another indicator like ADX DMI is not showing that much strength. So after considering all these things, sideways trend, but all these will turn positive once it will cross 13,000, 13,100 kind of level. So sideways, meanwhile, from next couple of weeks perspective, and crossing above that 13,100, fresh bull trend may start. Okay, I think we have discussed
Nifty energy.
Energy we have already discussed, no?
Okay.
Media.
Nifty media is left.
Nifty media. So Nifty media, once again, it is in sideways only. Breakout level is placed 2350 or 2400, and meanwhile there is no sign that it will give breakout in next couple of weeks. Most probably it will remain traded in sideways only. Okay. First, it has multiple resistance in upside. First resistance is placed around 22,050, 2,250 range. Another resistance is placed around 2,400, 2,350 to 2,400. So that is why I am expecting it will remain traded from here. But in sideways only, or if gain will happen, then 5-6% gain cannot be denied. It may gain 5-6%. But yes, downside, major downside is not visible at current juncture. So it is not looking that much negative as well at current juncture. So most probably sideways with positive bias, I can say, not negative bias, sideways with positive bias. If everything goes fine, market will go smoothly manner, market will not fall. There is no some if there is everything from global market will remain constant like today. So most probably slowly and gradually it may gain 3-4%, but certain things will change in market, then only it will start reacting negatively. So sideways with positive bias on media from my side. Now let's move toward query. Let's take first query.
I think first question was this one. Reliance Industry, someone was asking, right? Oh, so much has come already.
So first is, what is your take on KEI?
KEI, yes. KEI industry, na?
So
I opened the chart, yeah.
Yes. See, fundamentals are really strong. As per O'Neill methodology, all this EPS rating, group ranking, bias demand, it is quite attractive in this. Only thing is that from the last 1 week or last couple of weeks, it is showing some profit booking, especially after this bearish engulfing pattern formation, candlestick formation on this daily chart on 13th September. So I can say that now it is not looking that much. If I talk about long term, mid to long term point of view, the trend is obviously clear cut positive, momentum are really strong. But if I talk about next couple of weeks or next 1 month perspective, so most probably it will remain traded in sideways only. And sideways range is quite broad. If I talk about sideways range in upside is 1,560, so 1,560, 1,560 in upside, which is currently 4-5% away from here. And in downside is 1,400 kind of levels in downside. So range is 10% kind of range from here. So 4-5% upside, 4-5% downside may happen in this. If I talk about this moving average and other things, so today once again it took support around 21 EMA, which is placed around 1,483 and closed above that. But once it will reach to the 21 EMA, so maybe next target would be 50 DMA around, that is flat around 1400 kind of level. So that is why I am saying it will remain, most probably it will remain traded in sideways, but overall sentiment bias is positive, no doubt. Stock is positive, but I would not suggest to take fresh position for short term perspective in this particular stock. Now Paras and Kajaria Ceramic. Paras Defense first.
ERS, na?
ARAS. Paras Defense. So see.
Now, what is the symbol of that?
PARAS, PARAS, Paras.
Oh, Paras, na? Paras Defense and yes.
So if I talk about the sector of defense sector, so see, defense sector really phenomenally did well in last few quarters, actually last 3-4 quarters, be it BEL, HAL, Astra Micro, if that is belongs to small to mid cap stock. So all this, but this is the only stock which shown some laggardness in current rally of this defense sector. But now slowly and gradually it is also picking. So maybe now it has given just last week it has given breakout around 715 720 kind of range, and after that it is showing some positivity. Momentum are now improved substantially. So from here I am expecting sustainable trading of 740 kind of levels. Today's closing price is around 760. So I would say that sustainable trading above 740, if it will remain holding above 740, this positivity will continue further upside. But suppose it will reach 740, then it will once again enter into sideways. And after considering momentum and other factors, I would say there is some positivity happening, or more positivity. This particular stock will attract more positivity in coming few weeks and months. So looking attractive to me, looking quite good to me. Another is this Kajaria Ceramic. Kajaria, after almost a 7-8 week of consolidation, it has given breakout last week, and in this week it is showing some sideways kind of move. But overall trend is positive. Most probably once again it will resume its upside rally and ready to move towards 1350. That is 10% from here. So looking positive. Now
Chemicals.
Power, POWER MECH.
Already extended.
So this stock has almost doubled in last couple of months, especially in the month of July, August, and September. Not in July, even August and September. Okay, and entered into uncharted trajectory. Momentum are really strong, and base formation was really strong. So I can say that this may remain in continuation, this stock uptrend in stock. But yes, I would not suggest anybody to take in hurry. I would not suggest anybody to take position in this stock in a speedy manner. I would say just wait for a appropriate level to take entry. If I talk about fundamentals and other things, as per O'Neill methodology, so 1 minute. So see, this EPS strength is not that much attractive. It is showing only 53 ranking as per O'Neill, but price strength are really good. Bias demand are really good. Another major thing is that institutional holding in last quarter has increased, and this quarter is going to complete in next couple of weeks, most probably by the end of next month. There would be the outcome of or earning result of Q2. Then we will get more new data. So after, and another thing is that if you see from the last 4-5 quarters or 6 quarters, this stock, this company has presented consistent positive numbers, be it on sales front, top line or bottom line. So that is why there is a huge rally happened in this particular stock. Strength is really positive. So after some consolidation, most probably it will resume upside rally further. Looking attractive. follow one. If someone is interested to buy, one can follow buy on dip strategy in this particular stock. Now, next is Rai. Can you take few questions?
Yeah, just 1 second. Escorts, okay.
So Scots already we have mentioned in our list of stocks belongs to auto sector, and it is in clear cut bullish trend. Yes, please discuss level point of view.
Oh, okay. So this is the chart of Escorts, and already we have seen that the breakout has happened here. So breakout has happened on 16th of August, and from then onwards, the stock has actually gained 19% from the pivot in just 28 or I think 26 days. So 19% up is actually great move, and that also within a month. So I think the stock is really doing good, and some upside is still left. So overall, the sentiment and the setup for Scott is good, and there is no sign of weakness as of now.
Rai, can you share one more time that PPT on which we have mentioned sector and stock name? Because someone is asking that.
Which one? Which one?
That we have prepared a PPT now.
PPT. Okay, yeah.
So share once again for 30 seconds or 1 minute. So
Okay, this one.
So all these stocks for disclaimer purpose once again, because one guy is asking about that what are the recent opportunity stock. So this sector like FMCG, auto and BFSI, that is banking and finance, is really doing good in current market scenario. And stocks which we have mentioned is really doing good, consistently forming higher bottom, higher formation, fundamentals are good, showing strength in current market scenario, but it does not mean that we are giving recommendation. It is just for information purpose. While taking any particular actions, buy or sell actions, I would suggest to take appropriate action along with the appropriate stop loss, and after considering the market condition as well. So this is the stocks that we have sorted from various leading sectors that you can consider for trading purpose. Yes, I please continue.
Harish is asking about Reliance and all cargo. So I will open the chart for Reliance first. So Reliance is not showing any resilience, and it is actually falling from the recent high. Just it has hit the high at 26,076, and it is after that it has started doing started moving towards downside. It has also breached all key moving averages as well. So overall sentiment is not that great and not bullish in Reliance, but you can make it in your watch list. And if the stock is trying to move, see, if you can look at the 50 DMA, 200 DMA, 100 DMA, and 21 DMA, which is all in the range of 2% and 3% itself. So after this move of 2 to 3%, you can obviously take a call on it. But as of now, you can just take it in your watch list for Reliance, because the Reliance overall this scenario and the chart is not looking that great, unless and until it will try to move 2 to 3% from your upside, then only we can think of it. Otherwise it may go down further from here, and it can may hit the base that it has already hit the low at 23,065 here. So just to take it in your watch list, Reliance is actually good to be in the watch list. All cargo. All cargo is looking great, and it has also broke out here with the double bottom formation, and the breakout has came on you can say like September 9, I guess. Not September 9 here, on September 13. And after that 2 days of move, the stock is actually trending with sideways, and it may try to make some new base from here, because if you look at the pivot level in 9 days, it is just 1% away from the pivot level. So it is still in the buy range. Once the stock is in the range of 1 to 5% from the pivot level, obviously you can take a call. So stock is still in the buy range, and there is no sign of weakness, as it is trending above its all key moving averages as well. So I think it is good, all cargo.
One thing I would like to add about this all cargo logistics.
Yeah, please.
If you remember, few days back only, our Prime Minister has celebrated his birthday on 17th and declared a new logistic policy. And after this new logistic policy, all these stocks are really looking good and maybe big beneficiary. So, and if you see here, EPS strength and everything fundamentals are really looking attractive. After double top formation, now stock is trending above all cumulative. So this particular stock is now in, even not only this particular stocks belongs to this particular sector, like Alcargo Logistic, this
VRL logistic.
VRL Logistic. All these stocks are really looking good, and in my opinion, all these stocks are now in buy and follow buy and dip strategy. So looking whole space is looking attractive actually.
Yeah. All these are, I think, same category, right? Okay, next one. What is the next?
Let's take
Polyplex, huh?
Okay, no worries. Let's take Polyplex then KPIT.
Polyplex is here. So Polyplex, and it is standing, like the range of consolidation is very high, almost fourth stage of consolidation, and the depth is already 111 days. So almost almost it will, for I think, how many weeks it will be? 7. So almost 14 to 15 weeks of consolidations, and it is still in the consolidation phase. But as of now, if we can track from the moving averages, so like it is just 4% away from its 100 EMA, which is placed here. So once this stock is reclaiming its 100 EMA, it may become the buy call. But as of now, the stock is actually trending below that. So as I said in the Reliance, that you can take this Reliance in your watch list. Same applies for Polyplex as well. You need to monitor it every day, and once the index is reclaiming that level, then you can enter in that stock. But as of now, there is no sign of bullishness as of now. It is actually trending with a negative bias because it is just trying to deaccelerate in the downside. Then KPIT. KPIT already it is looking nice, and after a few days of consolidation, and the stock is actually has shown some resilience here, and past 4 days it has actually reclaimed, and then we have seen 4 trading session where the index has tried to fall, and it has fallen as well, and it has hit the 200 DMA, and from the 200 DMA the stock has again shown the resilience, and it has tried to bounce back from that level. From the past 3 days it is trading in the positive territory, and if you will see the trading session of 22nd September, that is today itself, the stock has actually gained 11%, and the volume is also great. It is above average volume. So I think the breakout has already came, and one can take their decision. It is looking it is looking bullish only, because once this stock is trying to move in the same momentum, it will try to hit the high at which is placed around 800, but it will not go so easily. It will take some time, but it can move towards that range. Next one is
L&T, Larsen and Toubro.
L&T. LT or L&T?
Oh, same LT.
Same. Okay. So the stock is actually falling. So the stock is actually falling, but it has shown great resilience, and we have seen that from June 2022, means from that onwards, the stock has shown resilience, and it has moved upward. And here also it has broke out, and it has broke out on 10th of August, I think 10th of August. And after that, the mileage that all the gain that has came in 29 days is not that great. It just I think 3% from the pivot level in 29 days. If the stock is just 3% from the pivot level, obviously the buying interest is not that great. So I think we should wait for some more days, and we need to see the daily action of this and how the buying interest and how the volume is being maintained here. And based on that, we need to take the call, because 29 days and just 3% is not a great percentage. And if you look at the volume part, then I think volume is also falling here on 16th of September. The volume has actually above average and the distribution was more. And again, from that day onwards, you can see the red signal more here. So as of now, I think we need to monitor it, and you may take it in your watch list. But once this stock is trying to break the recent high, which is placed around 19,095, or just you can say above 2,000, that will be your breakout. If the stock is trying to move from that level to 2,000, and after 2,000, if it is trying to hold above that and being sustained, then obviously we need to take the fresh call from that level. But
One thing I would like to add.
Yeah,
after
sure.
COVID fall, actually, after COVID fall, stock took from base around 10 years of moving average. Okay. And afterward, it has shown great resilience and outperform. But if I talk about in the month of, there was some correction happened in between February 2022 to last month, that is July.
Yeah.
But if I talk about last 2-3 month action is really positive. But there is some resistance area. That area is in between placed around 1950 kind of area, or I can say in between 1950 to 2000 kind of level. And stocks hit that particular level but failed to hold above that level. So that is why from here, as Rai said, that level of initial recent all-time recent high, sorry, that is placed around 1995. And I would say another way that range is 1950 to 2000 kind of level. Once it will cross and hold above that level, I can say that positivity will return. First thing. Another thing is that if I take some broader way analysis of this particular stock, so fundamentals are good. Leading sector, the leading stock of this particular sector, infrastructure, capital goods, all these sectors and stocks are in favor in current scenario. So most probably gradually it will give fresh breakout, and after giving fresh breakout, it may turn outperforming stock. So looking attractive, as once again Rai said that one can keep watch list in this stock. So there is a two way to explore this particular stock. One is either follow buy on dip strategy and follow if stock will fall around 200 DMA and start consolidating and start giving breakout, then one can take position around that level also. And if someone is interested to take position after giving fresh breakout, then one can take position after giving breakout above after 1950 to 2000 kind of
2000. Yeah.
So there is a way. It depends upon nature of person that how one person wants to explore opportunity in stock. But yes, overall sentiment is positive in this particular stock from mid to long term perspective. But at the same time, for short term perspective, yes, it may remain in correction for a few days or few weeks.
Next is Railtel Corporation of India. So this is the chart of Railtel Corporation of India. So the stock was in stock has made a base after a long time, and it was in the consolidation phase. And the consolidation phase was actually, if you look at the means longer term, then it was too long. From the June 21 itself, it was trying to consolidate. But again, we have seen some bounce back here in April 22. Again, it has tried to retest its 200 DMA. Again, it has back to the downside, and again, it has made a zigzag type of chart, and formation of draws and the crash we have seen here. But at the same time, if you look at this particular thing, like from 94, the recent low that it has made, again, it has tried to show some resilience. If you look at the volume here, the volume is also great. The volume is above average, buying interest is more. And but the main thing is the recent high is 112. So after that, it has again tried to fall back, but it has not reached its 200 DMA. And from that onwards, again, it has tried to bounce back. So it is in the range of trying. See, the last was 108, and the recent high was 112. So 108 and 112. So once the index is trying to cross that 112 and it is trying to hold above that, obviously that will be the fresh call. But as of now also, it is not looking that weak, if unless and until it is trending over its 200 DMA. Then Maithan Alloy was there. So Marathon Alloy, the chart is actually the recent low that it has made at 780, I guess. No, 777. So after that, it has tried to bounce back from this level, but it is finding resistance at its 200 DMA. It has also crossed that level on 7th of September, but again after that it is actually fallen back and it has breached that level again. So now it is not looking that attractive unless and until the index is trying to reclaim its 200 DMA and trying to hold above that. If holding and sustaining above 200 DMA level exists, then obviously we can take a buy call, but not below that level. It might fall further down from here. So once we can see that index has reclaimed, then obviously that will be the fresh call for that. And the recent high that it has made was 1096. So that is also the case. If it is trying to move above that, so 10,000, 1096 or 1100 will be the new buying level for this. So once the index will cross 1100, then obviously one can take the buy call for this.
Let's take Tata Chemical.
Okay.
So Tata Chemical, apart from this FMCG, auto and banking financial, there are few stocks from chemical space also really doing good that we have not mentioned, but let me mention here that there are few stocks from this chemical stocks are really doing good. One out of them is this Tata Chemical. It is already trading in uncharted territory. Momentum is very strong at current level, and today also it has shown good gain of all more than 5% after almost 1.5 month of consolidation, 1 month of consolidation. So now it is about to give breakout, or I can say on high time frame chart, especially on weekly chart and monthly chart, it has already given breakout. So this is the very good buying opportunity at current level if someone is interested to buy this particular stock. So looking attractive, if someone is interested to buy, one can buy this particular stock. Stop loss would be quite deep. First stop loss would be placed around 1090, so almost 6% from here. It is looking attractive. It may gain further from here. That is stock name is Tata Chemical.
Next one.
Next one is
Which one you want to talk?
CDSL. Let's take CDSL. Speedy.
Okay.
Let's take 4-5 queries speedy. So we will wrap up this session by 5:40.
Okay.
CDSL. So CDSL, after touching almost 1,000 rupee, there was a very good rounded bottom formation in this particular stock. Then gradually it has reclaimed 100 DMA, then 200 DMA, and now once again it has retested 200 DMA. So let's see 200 DMA. Now it is hovering from the last 4-5 trading session. It is hovering around 200 DMA. So let's see how it will hold about 200 DMA. Another is that momentum is also at very critical level. If I talk about RSI, so RSI is currently this RSI of this particular stock is placed around 55. Below 55, once again it will enter into sideways with negative bias. But suppose it will take breakout either on price wise action, that is 200 DMA, and momentum wise action, that is from current level. So then maybe it may gain further from here, and in such particular situation, it may gain toward 1450, 1500 kind of levels maybe there in coming few weeks and months. But meanwhile, it is very 50-50 like dicey situation, that whether it will fall from here or it will take support. So maybe next couple of days it will give clarity, or it will be clear that how it is going to react. But it is at very critical level. From here, if it will hold at current level, then next target would be 1450 to 1500 kind of in upside. Now next is let's take CDSL, Tata Chemical, we have discussed. GSFC, right?
Okay.
GSFC.
GSFC. Gujarat Steel Fertilizers Chemical.
So GSFC showing some negativity in this particular month. And if I talk about in some broad way, so overall trend is sideways only. So not looking that as much attractive for buying purpose, please avoid. for time being. Time being, please avoid. Next is make money fine cam.
Make
Make money fine cam. MFL.
MFL.
MFL, I think. Yes. Make money fine cam. I think MSI people have already added this stock, if I'm not wrong. Is it right?
I don't remember that.
Let me check. 1 minute.
Okay.
Make money fine cam MFL. Yes, they have already added. They have in on
They must
September
have added on 19th of September, I guess.
pivot level. It is just about pivot level.
But after that pivot level, the stock has actually trying to move in the sideways.
So it
And
has stock has clearly given fresh breakout in this particular around stock around 1550 rand, and afterward it is showing great resilience. So maybe it may be a leading stock in coming few weeks. Another stock from chemical or especially chemical stock, which is really looking attractive at current juncture. So positive for buy. The last couple of query this session.
I think most of the queries is over. RHIM, what price to buy? RHIM.
Sorry,
RHIM. RHIM.
RHIM.
Okay, this is the one. Already the stock has broke out actually. The stock has broke out on I think 21st September itself, and it is just 7% away from the pivot level in 5 days. And if you look at the volume is great. It is above average volume, and there is no sign of weakness as of now. It is trading above its all key moving averages, and buying interest is more. If you can look at other things like EPS strength is 93, price strength is 83, buy and demand is A, and I am sure there must be some number of funds increased and shares held by the fund that has also increased. Overall thing in this particular stock is great. So I think it can be a buy call.
No worries. Now last couple of stock from my session, that is ABB and Siemens.
ABB.
ABB belongs to capital goods, and Siemens also belongs to capital goods.
ABB India, right?
ABB India.
Okay.
So currently it is around 3158. So strong trend and very good movement, especially in last 1.5 years. From the last 2-3 weeks, it is showing some sideways kind of actions. So this particular stock and this particular sector as well, another sector apart from chemical specialty, this capital goods is also looking attractive. So follow buy on dip strategy in this space. If I talk about immediately, though, there is a good gain happened in last few months. So maybe stock enter into consolidation. After consolidation, most probably it will once again give breakout. So attractive from mid to long term perspective, sideways with positive bias from short term perspective. So I would suggest buy on dip strategy, ABB, and same way in Siemens as well, because Siemens is also showing same thing actually. So overall trend is positive, long term momentum are really strong, but sideways follow buy on dip strategy in this particular stock. So we have almost tried to answer a lot of questions and discussed exhaustively all things. And from today, we have started sharing leading stocks and leading sectors and leading stocks also. So one can note down and take screenshot of our PPT, and one can start focusing. So it might this is the initiative taken by us on the on the suggestions given by few of our patrons. So hope it will going to help you people in trading or investing journey. So thanks for joining this session. Thanks to all of you.
Thank you.